Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my second channel. So I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. Today has not been a good day. It's just been one of those days where anytime I open social media, something terrible has happened. And when I say terrible, I mean genuinely, between disease, death. And I know that stuff goes on every day, but I find that there's certain days where it's almost like you cannot get a break or a breather from everything you're processing. And I'm not the victim in this, mind you, but it can be overwhelming with my particular mental health issues, and it has sent me into panic multiple times today. I decided I am going to play with a Colourpop palette that I put together. If you don't know, on the Colourpop website you can get singles and make your own palette. There are two different types of palettes, I believe, in terms of like the design. For the 24 pan one, which is this one, the price is $45, which I think is good for 24 pans. This is how big they are, and these are the colors I specifically chose. Ideally, frankly, I wanted more blues and greens, but they didn't have that many to choose from. If I recall correctly, there were only like two greens and one was olive and the other one I already had, so I was a little disappointed by that. But I think the palette overall came out looking pretty good. I think my organization is okay. I've also said that I don't like to buy from Colourpop, and that's not because I think they have bad products as much as I think they release too much crap all the time. Like every week I'm seeing that an influencer is getting a new PR box, and it's just wasteful and fast makeup. That being said, the few times I do buy from there, I really try to buy things that are necessary, in the sense of if I've hit pan on a lot of my favorite palettes, which I have, I'll try and make a palette that includes enough of my favorite colors so I don't have to buy other palettes with those colors. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm gonna swatch all these colors for you. And I decided that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and use as many colors as I can. Obviously, it's gonna be hard for me to use 24 colors, so I'm gonna film multiple makeup looks. So let's get into it. Okay, so you guys saw that I did 2 different looks. You guys can draw your own conclusions based on those looks. I know I wasn't able to use every single color on this palette, but I tried to use the majority, and I do believe I used over half of them. So unless one of them is particularly fucked up, I don't really see there being any crazy amounts of inconsistencies. I will say there's one shade in particular that I did not like the payoff for. This one, this purple one. Even wetting my brush, it just felt like it looked gray. I'm gonna try it again on my hand because maybe it's like the colors I had under, or like I did something wrong. So I'm gonna do it with a dry brush on my hand and then a wet brush, and then we'll see what the real tea is here, but I did not like that shade. That was one of the ones I was the most disappointed in because it looked so pretty. Barely picks up on the brush if it's not wet. That's what my hand looks like. There's barely anything on it. Let's try a wet brush. Okay, picks up more. I swiped it 3 times without re-dipping it. That's what it looks like. Then I'm gonna try with my finger, though I can't really put on makeup with my fingers because with a nail like this is my shortest nail actually, I'm gonna poke myself out, so even with a finger swatch, look at it in the light, even with a finger swatch, this shit is weak. So that shade I was not happy about. Everything else though, the mattes and the chunky glitters, all of those I thought worked relatively well compared to all the other ones I've tried. I didn't think they were groundbreaking, but I didn't think they were terrible. I think they're good quality overall. There are other brands that have palettes that you can make yourself. I know Makeup Geek has that, but Makeup Geek's singles are expensive in comparison. There are other options, however, based on the selection, because before going to Colourpop, I did see all the other solutions that I could find that were well reviewed, and frankly, a lot of them just don't have that many options, or the cost doesn't make sense to me and doesn't seem worth it. So in terms of cost effectiveness and quality, I do think this one is probably your best bet if you don't want to drop crazy stacks of money on a palette, which I can't really see the reason why, unless it's to die for, I suppose. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.